The summer reading program was founded by Dan Ouzts, who's a professor emeritus in the School of Education, back in 1979. So we were almost 40 years into summer reading, served well over 1,000 students in the Lowcountry area. So a typical day, students will come in around 10:30 and they'll work one-on-one with one of our literacy master's candidates for about an hour and a half.
Getting into the program and working with students to find fun and exciting ways to help with their literacy skills and building their comprehension skills as well just was really appeasing to me.
So those candidates do assessments and then they design an intervention plan based on each student's individual needs.
Personally, I'm working on comprehension, making sure that students not only can read a text but can understand the text. So we do all kinds of things such as Quizlet. We've been reading a novel called House Arrest, and I've made several quizzes on Quizlet that just test the nitpicky little things, who the main characters are, what the plot is, where the setting, that kind of thing, to make sure that the student I'm working with truly understands what she's reading.
Good job. So one of the biggest problems that we have with reading is that after students go home in the spring, they generally tend to actually lose skills in reading over the summer. So this program is sort of a way to stem those gaps.
So hopefully the students will be able to go back to school in the fall and use some of the strategies we've taught them here. So if they're reading their science book or their English book or their history book, they're not just reading words on paper, they're actually getting the information from the words on the paper.
South Carolina a few years ago introduced the Read to Succeed Act, which is really targeted towards improving literacy skills. So this has been a huge boon for students in our local communities as well as our teachers who are getting more sophisticated knowledge in literacy.
The program's only 2 weeks long, but in those 2 weeks you do see the small steps of progression towards a better understanding. And when I ask her to go home and read, the student I'm working with is thrilled to go home and spend her summer reading because now she's starting to understand. With these little strategies, breaking things down into smaller chunks and things like that, she's realizing that it is something she's capable of doing, and that's the best part for me.